Hello. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh shoot, we're
Oh,
live.
yeah, we're live
Oh, my bad. Don't
right
mind me. I'm
now. What are
just.
you reading?
Oh, this nothing much. This is little old magazine I just got in the mail the other day. It's made
Yep.
by what's his name? Matthew Magnus. Really
French.
cool. Yes, yeah, very French artist. I don't know if you know. He's part of that French New Wave that's happening,
Hey.
over in Asia.
The
Really
French New
cool.
Wave in Asia, yes.
Yes, yes, and it's a really cool magazine, man. My
Hell
guy,
yeah.
it actually looks a lot like you. I don't know if you see it right here, a little snazzy photo. But
Whoa.
oh shoot, is that you? Oh shit, Matthew Mag. Oh, but yeah, man.
Someone
In
give
case you
him
guys
his
don't know,
Oscar.
I know.
Amazing
Put
performance.
put put my work in there. But no, yes, this is Matt's magazine
Hell yeah.
that I just got in the mail, and it's super cool.
It's tight.
Feels incredible. Really happy that I finally got my copy.
Yes.
But yeah, man. Other than that, it's been a pretty fun couple days. Getting some not really fun. It's just getting some work in. But you look like you had a great day the other day.
Yesterday was a great day, y'all. It was a holiday. Um, I
If you know,
hope,
you know.
yeah, if you know, you know. If you're of age, this I hope you partook. But no,
Yeah.
it was cool. I had a big group of friends come over. Did not expect to host yesterday, but people just came through, play some Switch games, play some
Mm.
Street Fighter, listen to some music. I listened to dude, the vibes were immaculate yesterday. It was we were playing Street Fighter, and then Maya put on the Endless vinyl for everyone,
Oh my
and we
God.
were just like chilling. And then one of my friends, he's like, what is this? And he knows music. Like he digs in crates. He makes beats. He's like the one guy I know who like knows music more than I do.
Mhm.
And he's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Bro, you ever heard of Endless?" And so he was like, "Nah." And I told him the whole story about it. And and he was like, "Bro, this is like changing my life right now." I'm so jealous that you're getting to listen to this for the first time right now. But yeah, it
Oh
was
my
it
God.
was a great time. Street Fighter, Endless in the background, chilling.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love, yeah, that's one of my favorite questions, or like stories to tell is like that Frank Ocean, how he finessed Universal, like all that. That's like one of the
Yeah.
greatest stories in music ever. So I'm glad that you got to tell it and do all that fun stuff, man. That's dope. That's dope.
It was a fun day.
But here we got, yeah, we got, yeah, like I said, we got the OG Our Thoughts crew here. I
I
see
see
Curry, I see
y'all.
Miracle, I see Kitchen Boy. We got K up in here. What's good?
Did
What's
I get the
good?
dub, Curry?
Um,
I
man,
dominated in Street Fighter. I suck at Smash
yeah.
Bros, but bro,
Huh.
I'm pretty good at Street Fighter. Not gonna lie. Don't don't fuck with me on there.
I'm okay. We might have to settle this. We might have to have the Our Thoughts battle tournament.
Yeah.
Now, I am terrible at fighting games. I'll be honest. All I do is I used to be pretty good. I used to be like a fucking boss on Marvel versus Capcom. That used to be
Mm-mm.
my shit right there. I used to be on Super Smash Bros. I'm okay at, but yeah, Street Fighter is like I don't know what it is. I don't have it down, man.
Yeah. Dude, game night? We could just do like video game night.
Like actual games.
Yeah, real
Yo, you know
games.
what? Yeah, maybe a little we kind of alluded to it like a long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
but our thoughts gaming, man, might be coming
It's gonna
soon.
happen, y'all. It's gonna happen. The timing just has to be
Yeah.
right. But
Yeah.
I was just saying this off air. I did just download Lego Star Wars, the new one. So been putting my hours into that. But I'm also saving it because I would love to stream that game because I just want it's
Oh,
just such a
smart.
vibe. So we'll see.
Yeah, my brother and I are going in on that right now. We're on Attack of the Clones. We're going in
Nice.
chronological order. And then we're on. No, we finished Attack of the Clones. We're about to go into the best prequel movie, Revenge of the Sith.
Mm.
And Yeah, man. It's such an incredible game. Like they had no right to like go this hard on a Lego game. Like the open worlds, the freaking set designing, like all that shit is absolutely insane
Yeah.
on this game. Like I said, it's a Lego game and they're putting in more work than like I don't know, a lot of AAA games out there today. So pretty
Literally.
cool.
Yeah.
Um
My inner child was very happy. I was like, never thought I'd see the
yeah,
day Lego Star Wars looked this good.
I know. What were some of the other Lego games that you used to play?
Batman, played Lego Batman a little
Batman.
bit. Um,
Indiana Jones?
and I didn't have Indiana Jones, but I played it over at my
Mm,
friend's on my friend's Wii. I don't know why I didn't just buy it because mainly because like my shit was just Lego Star Wars. I put so many hours
yeah.
into that. But
Oh
Lego
my
Batman's
God.
dope. Indiana Jones is cool.
Indiana Jones is cool. The Wii was an era. Do you remember when
Yeah.
like the Wii first came out and everyone was on Wii Sports? Everyone
Yeah.
had a freaking. What are some of the other games you could play on Wii? Like Just
Wii Fit,
Dance or
yeah, Just Dance,
Wii
the
Fit.
Wii
Yeah,
Fit. Um,
man,
I love Mario Kart. Like, man, I was so into
man.
the Wii when it came out. At one time, I don't know what year this is, but I had like the holy trinity of gaming consoles where it was at one point I had the PS3, I had the Xbox 360 and the Wii. So I could play like any
Oh
game I
my
wanted. And I
God.
was like, bro, ain't nobody stopping me until the Xbox 360 got the red ring of death and then I was like, no.
Oh, that was the worst. I hated
Yeah.
that literally convinced me or converted me into PlayStation. Leave in the chat, by the way. Are you PlayStation or Xbox or are you one of those PC people,
I
the
mean,
the, the superior class?
right. I have a PC, but like if you're choosing Xbox over PlayStation today, come on, bro. The PS4? I mean, what is it? PS5? Come on.
Yeah, yeah. I need one of those so bad. I need a PS5. I've seen the graphics for like
Yo.
freaking like 2K
Or like
and like some of the
Spider-Man?
other games
Yeah.
like Last of Us 2.
Oh yeah.
Spider-Man PS5. Oh my God. I can't wait for Spider-Man. I was just thinking the other while we're on a little gaming talk, at one company that needs to come back. I just made a tweet about this is fucking Telltale Games.
Mm.
Do you remember like their like Walking Dead games or they had a couple Batman games come out.
Oh.
It's basically like those games where you have like the dialogue tree and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
your choices kind of affect the narrative like dramatically like oh you don't save this person well guess what that
Right.
person could have done this but instead you got this person so this happens or you have choices to do choose which mission to go on and all that stuff. Yeah, I miss Telltale, man. I've been binging a couple of their games. Like The Wolf Among Us is like a
Mm-hmm.
really great like detective murder mystery type thing set in like a fairy tale. Like it's like fucking
Wow.
Cinderella gets murdered and you have to
What?
decide whether it's the Three Wolves or Peter Pan or Tinker. Like
What the hell?
it's
That's
a
cool.
crazy game. But I don't know, man. Telltale absolutely needs
I
to come
heard the
back.
Walking Dead games are really
Um,
good by that company. I remember I used to watch like PewDiePie do walkthroughs of that game, and
oh my God, I
he had to make a decision and he just started crying. He was like, I don't know why I'm crying, but this was a tough decision to
yeah.
make.
I used to watch The Walking Dead. I used to watch. Do you remember? Oh God, this is gonna date me so badly. Toby Turner. Do you remember
Yeah,
Tobuscus?
Tobuscus. Yeah,
Jesus Christ, that's
the songs
I
he would
haven't.
make.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my
I remember
God.
him.
This is taking me back to like prime YouTube days. Yeah,
Something happened to
good
him.
times. I Justine.
I Justine. Something happened to him. Like there was some
Yeah, he got.
controversy. I don't remember.
I think it was sexual assault,
Oh, great.
but so can't really strike this from the record.
Damn.
We should have known from the sideburns. It's always the sideburns that are a clear sign, a clear cut sign right there.
Of sexual
Um,
assault. Yeah.
but I don't know, man. Is there anything? What are some other gaming tangents we can go on? I mean,
I could go all day, bro. I'm like, I just be in the gaming community, just reading, like watching the videos. I don't know why,
yeah,
but I think just cause like, I don't even game that much, but I still like video games, and so
yeah.
I'll
I'm
follow
the
the
same way.
drama and all that stuff, of just games.
Hmm.
But nah, I mean, right now I'm thinking more and more I need to get a Switch because every time I'm like, "Ugh, I want to play this, or like I want to get better at Smash, or like I want to, I don't
Mm,
know, but I be watching Switch videos. I'm like, damn, I think it's about time. Especially after last night with the
yeah, it's like
emulator. I'm
time
like,
to
oh,
invest.
come on.
I could imagine. That's the thing is that I feel like I just need to get my hands on a Switch and really like play one, put
Yeah.
like invest some hours into it, and then all of a sudden I'm hooked. So, uh, no, unfortunately, I haven't really actually gotten a chance to play on a Switch. Like I've watched friends play it,
Hmm.
but never really played it myself. So I'm like, I feel it coming. Like I feel that
Yep.
that addiction
The
could come
urge.
through. Yeah, yeah.
Someone said, what's
Um,
coming first, GTA 6 or Frank Ocean's album?
we've gotten information on GTA 6 though, but an album,
I mean,
honestly,
we got information on Frank Ocean's album. I mean,
honestly,
information.
Doomsday is gonna come out. I think the world's gonna
The
end.
world's gonna
The
end.
nukes are gonna shoot up in the air by the time
Yeah.
before any of those come out. So neither. Is that an answer?
We're not making it that far, y'all.
Yeah, we done. We're
We're
done.
done.
Curry, the PSP. PSP was an era. Did you have a PSP?
Ooh. Um, no, I did DS for a long time,
DS is classic.
like the
Yeah.
original DS.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so not even the DSi. I was not one of those kids, and I was just
Yes.
jealous. But I had the DS, and that kept me entertained for a while. Didn't because I had like the PS3 at home, so I'm like, all right. But I mean, Steam or Valve, the people who made Steam, they came out with this new version of like this handheld like PC basically that's supposed to like rival the Switch, kind of like a PSP, but like way better, and you can play PC games on it.
No, for real. Like you can download the games from your PC into
Yeah,
because I know they've
like your
been
Steam
trying to get.
library. Yeah,
Wow, I know they've been trying to get like a Steam machine. Sounds like a, I don't know. It sounds like a kid's nursery rhyme. Steam machine, Steam.
yeah,
But I know they've been trying to get that going for a while. But now they went to like the handheld.
yeah. So you
That'll change
imagine,
the game.
yeah, imagine being able to play like, I don't know, imagine being able to play like 2K anywhere, just like sitting on the
The
couch.
dream, isn't that the
Yeah,
American dream?
that's the dream. In the plane, on the plane, playing
On
2K.
the, oh
Yeah,
man, and it's like like for real, like the graphics. It's not super nerfed or
yeah.
whatever.
No, I mean, I mean, it looks good. It's basically a little computer, and then it has like joysticks and stuff.
Damn,
Crazy.
I'll look into that. Steam, you said Valve is
I think it's called the Steam
making that?
Deck or something like that.
Steam Deck sounds cool. Okay,
Hmm.
all right, I'll look into that. I'll look into that. Yeah, yeah, there you go. There's our little gaming. We always start off with like a little like off-brand like tangent. All right, so there's ours.
There you go.
But yeah, that sounds fun. That freaking Street Fighter like tournament sounded hella fun. And then
Yeah.
the endless whole thing. Wait, did you say that on stream or is that
Hmm.
was that before the stream?
I just said that.
Oh, okay, okay. All
Yeah.
right, just making sure. But yeah, that sounded hella fun. But we got some music stuff that we want to discuss this week in music. We'll start off with some quick hitters, some stocking stuffers before we get into the big one. Um, phew. Another album announcement though. None other than Calvin Harris announces
Yes.
via Billboard, Funk Wave Bounces Volume 2.
Let's go.
Yes.
Summer 2022, going crazy.
I feel like I feel like people who haven't really listened or gone back to that album don't really like get why we're so hyped about this. Like, if you look on the Twitter, there's like a Twitter thread underneath like the post of like why is people so hyped about this? I don't know that stuff. Could you describe real quick what makes Funk Wave Bounces Volume 1 so like good, so memorable in our memory?
I mean, I think it
It
was
can be to you like subjectively,
Okay.
and then obviously objectively too, like the music itself.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was like a combination of a bunch of things. Like like when it came out, I think what was it? 2017? 2016?
Yeah,
Something like that.
2017. Yeah,
2017 was a great year for music as well.
incredible. Yeah.
Also just I feel like Calvin Harris was working on like remixes and stuff with all these other artists like SZA and like all that, like all these remixes came out. Um and I don't know, I think just the way it sounds is like the ultimate summer playlist. It kind of sounds like a playlist, and like it's just all remixes and just songs and stuff like that with all these like dope artists. I mean, we have like Pharrell on there, like Lil Yachty's on there,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Frank Ocean,
Frank Ocean's on there,
Migos.
Migos, like these crazy pairings. Um, and I don't know, I think just the music itself, it was just so good. And some of my favorite, I think my favorite Calvin Harris project, I don't really listen to any other Calvin Harris albums besides Funk Wave,
Mm-hmm.
Bounces Volume 1. But that has me really, really hyped for Volume 2 because since then, so many like new artists have been kind of coming out of the woodwork and like showing that they could collaborate with all these bigger producers. And so, there could be, I don't know, I feel like Kid Laroi would be on there or something, or like, like all those like TikTok era, like, and I feel like with
Mm.
Calvin Harris's ear, he'll make some insane bops
Oh, Doja
that,
Cat's definitely getting on
oh
on the
yeah,
track.
oh yeah,
Oh my
Doja Cat's
goodness.
on there. I feel like SZA would make an appearance again.
Mm.
What I would love to see is like The Weeknd on there or something, which would be dope as fuck. Because I
Some
feel
like Over
like,
Now Again.
yeah, because they collaborated before. Um, but I mean, what makes it so good? I don't even know. I think it's just like the time and place where I listen to it, and I like kind of keep going
Yeah.
back to that memory.
Oh
Um,
man.
and yeah, Calvin Harris is just a cool producer, and I remember like he went over how he made Slide, which is one of my favorite songs like of all time. With like Migos and Frank Ocean, I don't even know how he made that work, but he did. And so like watching him like make the music, and so like everything about the project I think was kind of iconic. And really I thought was going to be only a one-time thing until he announced Volume 2. So I don't know. I'm excited though.
Dude, yeah, it's ironic because you and me share the same thing where the only Calvin Harris album we've really listened to, other than like whatever plays on the radio, whatever
Mhm.
tracks, um, this is the only one that we've heard.
Mhm.
But apparently, the reason why there hasn't been a Funk Wave Bounces Volume 2 up until now is because that album flopped compared to his other albums. Like like
Mm.
EDM, that whole wave is like super international, whereas this was like the
Right.
summer bop, summer vibes, hip hop, pop type deal. Like, so I
Mhm.
guess comparative to what he usually does, it's like didn't really gravitate as much to people, which sucks. But hey, at least I do like in retrospect the fact that we got so much time between the
Mhm.
funk wave bounces, because now, yeah, like you said, there's gonna be a new batch of artists that we get to see. I guess that'll be, what, that'll be a cool draft later on, or like a cool like thing we can discuss maybe like at some point when we get close to that album, is like artists we think would vibe so well, and like weird artists that we could see on a Calvin Harris, like Vatican Shadow.
Right. Oh my God. Military ED like
Yeah.
electronic dark what is it? Dystopia music.
Oh my God. I'm editing that. I'm putting together that Wheel of Death album draft video right now as like a stream highlight.
Mhm.
Dog, that shit was the funniest segment I think we've done in a while. And then we follow it up with with the draft with Thought, just
Right.
and
Even
even more
worse.
funny. Yeah, it's even more chaotic. So no, I'm keep posted on that. We're still waiting on Thought to get wrapped up on his video, and that's gonna be a cool little double header whenever that comes out. But with our Don FM experience thing. But yeah, another thing, what I guess, yeah, another question from about Bounces Volume 1, just because we haven't really gotten a chance to talk about it up to this point. What's your favorite record besides Slide? That's like the easy
Right.
one. That's like the one record where it's like anytime it comes on in a public setting, you're like, this is the one, man. Like, it's never not worked. It's just never not worked.
Right.
Frank Ocean, Migos, Calvin Harris. That's like the one right there.
I think I like man, I haven't listened to this album in a minute. Usually I only listen to it during the summertime, so it's kind of coming
Mm,
up on it. But
yeah.
like this time around we get Volume 2. So, but I like Feels with Pharrell and
Mm,
Katy Perry. That one's a nice. I heard that one on the radio a lot, and was kind of like bobbing my head to that a lot. Um, I really like, where is it? The one with yes, Faking It with Kehlani, Lil Yachty. Um, that song is actually like super lit, and they kind of go well together, like
mm,
surprisingly. Another one I like.
Rollin' is another good one.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say.
just a good vibe
Yeah,
when you're driving. Oh my goodness.
yeah. Those few I think are my favorite.
Yeah, another one I'll mention, Prayers Up, Travis Scott, A-Track.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, yeah, again, is just exactly what you picture a Calvin Harris, Travis Scott, even though you've never pictured that in your life. It's just a very good album. Like it when you just look at the track list and see the names, you're like, what the like
I know the
Party Next
pairing
Door,
is
Schoolboy
crazy,
Q on a Calvin Harris album.
right? But it works.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited for. Like we should. hmm I'm telling you, we should do like an album, or not even an album drop, but just like something where a segment where we just like take like our craft our the weirdest album of all
Mm-hmm.
time, but it could work. But I'm telling you, man. Speaking of weird music, what do you think about that Jack Harlow song, First Class?
I think. What did y'all really expect, like Jack Harlow to do? You know, like
Ah, that's the
I
thing, though.
I
I
personally
like
don't.
Jack Har so much. I have high expectations for Harlow.
I really don't. I
Not high expectations. I have
yeah.
mid.
He's like I liked what's poppin'. I thought that was a cool song. Then it got overplayed, and I was like, all right, over that one. And then I don't know. I like his features. Like were kind of okay. You know, he did some stuff with Lil Nas X. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's really trying hard to be Drake, but it's not different enough. And I
Mm.
really like his bars aren't that amazing. His instrumental and beats selections usually pretty run of the mill. And then people say, "Oh, he's coming out with this song. What is it? First Class with the Fergie
Mm.
sample." I'm like, "Okay." And then I hear the sample. I'm like, "Sounds good." And then
Sounds
I'm like,
great.
it was just like the worst bars I've ever heard. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
what else is there to think? It's Jack Harlow, bro. He's a corny ass dude. That's the certified lover boy effect. That's what happens when you spend too much time with Drake. You be coming out with
Uh,
those sweet semen bars.
yeah. Can you pull up what the bar is while I just give
I
my
already
spiel
know.
about Jack Harlow?
Pineapple
Oh, you off the top?
drinking
Okay.
pineapple sweet semen. That's the bar. Though he says it weird though. He's like sweet semen.
Sweet semen. Oh, you sound like he's Baby Keem.
Yeah. Yeah, you think he baby
Yo,
Keem.
Baby Keem, Kendrick Lamar, Jack Harlow, Range Brothers remix.
Top of the morning. Sweet semen. Let's get this shit.
Another clip out of context. Bookmark that. Future Cesco.
Somebody clip
Go
that.
ahead. I know. Clip that. Young Jamie. Go ahead. Clip that for us.
Yeah.
Man, here's the thing about Jack. So I mentioned earlier, I don't have the lowest expectations for Jack Harlow because like I heard his album. What is it? That's What They All Say.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever his most recent album was.
Yeah.
And I heard my favorite song by far from him is 21C Delta. Have you heard that record? Like,
Mm-mm.
have you given that? It's really really good vibe. Really like it has a beat switch in there. He's rapping about. It's like what I love about Drake. Is
Mm.
that when
Okay.
he those timestamp records where he just kind of goes off, stream of consciousness type thing, and the bars are nice, the flow is nice. But then like lately, I don't know what it's been. I think has been the Drake effect. This podcast, another running joke of this podcast, we just blame everything on Drake. Ever since Nail Tech was okay, Industry Baby was a good feature, but like this song First Class is pissed. It pissed me off how much he fumbled this Fergie sample, bro. Glamorous? You're gonna fuck up Glamorous. First of all, you don't even use the if you don't got no money, take your broke ass. You don't even use that. That's like one of the best parts. Ludacris dropped a better verse on that beat than
Damn. I
fucking
mean,
Jack
duh.
Harlow.
I would expect Ludacris to be all over that.
That's fair. That's true. One is
Yeah.
a Grammy Award winning artist, and the other one isn't.
Is
Which,
Jack Harlow.
yeah. Wait, did Jack Harlow win a Grammy? Because then then for
No.
real, like there's no credence to a Grammy ever
I don't think
again.
he did. I don't think he did.
Yeah,
He's
I
not
was gonna
Grammy
say.
level yet.
Yeah, whatever that means. But no, man, that record, like the chorus is so good that even the ad libs are okay, decent, but like the verse, I almost want you to do a dramatic reading of the verses, but I'm gonna spare you. Maybe. Oh shit, he's typing.
First
Do I?
class lyrics.
All right, Here, let's switch over so they can read it as well while you
A dramatic
give
reading.
us a bar
Just
to
a
play
bar?
some. Whatever bar besides the sweet semen bar.
Okay.
Give me what you think is a
Oh,
standout
I don't know
bar.
why I'm not on here. Hold on.
Oh,
Hello? How come
oh,
y'all can't
surprise,
see
guys!
me, huh?
It's actually the My Thoughts podcast
This is just
now.
this is actually this is better if you can't see me when I say this. Okay.
Yeah.
Where should I start? Oh, I'll just do this bar right here. Verse 1. The first
First
verse.
one.
I can see the whole city from this balcony. Back in 2019, I was outside freely, but now they got it out for me. I don't care what frat that you was in. You can't alpha me. Keep
Ooh.
dreaming. This dude did not go to college. Pineapple juice, I give her sweet.
Mm.
Sweet, sweet semen. I know what they like, so I just keep cheesing. Hard drive full of heat seeking. Trying to come the same day as Jack? Rethink it. You don't need Givenchy. You need Jesus. Oh, wow. Bar.
Wow.
Why do
No,
y'all
dude.
sleep on me? I need reasons.
Give me the reasons you guys are sleeping on. Oh my god.
I got plaques in the mail. Peak season. Shout out to my UPS workers making sure I receive them. You can do it too. Believe
it.
it. Believe it, y'all. From UPS to sweet semen, y'all can do it too.
Mm,
You don't need Givenchy. You need Jesus.
uh Givenchy or Givenchy? I don't even know. We don't know about that lifestyle. That's the thing.
We don't know.
That
But
Jack
we can
Harlow
achieve
lifestyle.
it. Apparently.
But we can achieve it if we believe it. God damn.
Very inspiring, actually.
Now that I think about it, yeah, Curry he says here bar of the year nominations. Well, write that down. Write that
It's
down
bookmarked.
for the Our Thoughts Awards. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's bookmarked
Ang-
for sure.
An Angus Cloud shout out in the song. Of course, there was gonna be a
There's an
freaking
Angus Cloud shout out?
has to be.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Can't lie, I'm on Angus Cloud 9. And then Fergie. First class.
Yeah, strike everything I said earlier about having mid expectations. This took it all the way down.
These
So
bars are so lame, bro. This is like if I were to write a rap song. Like,
what you did, and it's better than
this is. Okay, y'all, be
you
honest.
nutted, yo.
First Class by Jack Harlow or Book of Genesis by Our Thoughts podcast.
Last I checked, Matt is the one who wrote the lines. Nutted in her braces. Now my kids behind bars. That shit is only a bar. That is only a bar right there.
That's a bar.
That's better than Sweet Semen, like for real. So I mean, I'm just saying. Let's see what the chat's saying.
Damn.
But yeah, no, I think I'm serious. Let's do a Jack Harlow rap off with Matt Magnus.
What? Me versus Jack Harlow?
Yes, you versus Jack Harlow. I'll be the host. All right, guys.
Sure.
All right, Jack Harlow, your turn.
Give us your hardest bar. Sweet, sweet semen. And then I'll be like, nutted in her. I don't even know what it was.
The braces. Now
Now my kids behind bars. Come on.
I don't think there's any competition. Thank you, Curry. A miracle. We know you were telling the truth for sure. You're no bias at all.
Jack Midlow. Nice.
Jack Midlow. That's good. That's good. We need another rap battle. Oh my god, the first one took so much, way more effort than what I thought it would.
For real, y'all. We basically had to write like 5 rap songs.
I know.
And perform all of them for you.
Yeah, we planned it. We planned it all out like a month ahead, thinking like, all right, we'll like kind of space it out a little bit. And then I remember like the 2 weeks before, we were like, "Have you gotten anything done?"
Nope.
No. Did I get anything done? Nope. Oh shit,
It was day of, y'all. It was day
literally
of.
up at 2 a.m. writing bars. Yeah. It was crazy. But I think it was a cool video. I'm glad it's on there. It's on the channel. But yeah, we'll see. Our Thoughts Summer's coming soon, so maybe who knows?
Who knows what's in store?
Who knows what is in store? Anyways, speaking of battling and battles and verses,
Yes.
Kanye West and Kid Cudi
The beef.
confirmed not on good terms.
Yeah.
I think we had reported earlier that they had made up or something like that, but I guess they're not. Which
I
is
thought they did. I mean, it's mainly because Kanye was like, Cudi, my brother, like we're okay now, or like he basically said
Mm.
something along the lines of like we squashed the beef.
Yeah.
But from this Kid Cudi tweet, he's talking about here. I mean, I can just quote it, but he says, "So I know some of you heard about the song I got with Pusha, talking about the Pusha T album dropping
Hmm.
tonight. Actually,
Oh,
I did the right. Is it tonight?
yeah, I think
Yeah, I
so.
think
Yeah.
it is. Um, I did this song a year ago when I was still cool with Kanye. I'm not cool with that. I am not cool with that man," he says. "He's not my friend, and I only cleared that song for Pusha because that's my guy. This is the last song you will hear with me on. You will. This is the last song you will hear me on with Kanye." Damn.
Interesting. So, so my when we went to when I was talking to my friends about this, and they're like, "Thank God," because Cuddy's kind of washed, and I was like, "Damn, like for real?" Like, and then I had to think about it, and I looked at his like most recent couple songs, and it's like, the Scots,
Uh huh.
that song with Eminem. I mean, Man on the Moon Part Three is a good, pretty good album, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, like of since that album, like the songs have been kind of, and then the Drake song was I Miss You Too, but I mean
I blame
that's
that. I
just like
blame
the
that on
album
Drake.
was, yeah, yeah, yeah. Surprise, surprise, it's Drake's fault.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, like is Kid Cudi getting to that point where like his reputation is like kind of preceding him a little bit more than like his music making. Like we had this
Hmm.
conversation about Kanye very recently on Good Thought Bad Thought. I guess this would be a good would have been a good opportunity for Good Thought Bad Thought, but whatever.
Yeah.
Do you think he's Kid Cudi's washed? Again, our definition of it is like not making music compared to the quality you did before.
No, I don't think he's washed at all. I think he's done some great collaborations. And I mean, if you want to look at Man on the Moon 3 compared to all of the rest of his discography, I mean, it's a great moment in Kid Cudi's career. I don't think it's better than, you know, Intergalactic or like all the other, like actually like
Mm.
albums he's known for. But in terms of the Kid Cudi sound, like that's the best it's probably been in a little bit. But I think what's happening for Kid Cudi is the artists that he has inspired are starting to overtake him in terms of artistry
Mm.
and where they take that sound, because people like Travis Scott, people like I know Red Veil and like Baby Keem were influenced by Cudi. Everyone has been influenced by Cudi at one point, you know.
Yeah.
Don Toliver, like even other artists who are not in music are influenced by Kid Cudi. But at that same in that same vein, Cudi is kind of a little bit like stuck in his own world when it comes to other people who take what they learned from Kid Cudi and applied that and kind of expanded on that idea.
Mm.
Um, I mean, look at Kids See Ghost. That wasn't that long ago. That was a couple years ago,
Feels like
and
a fucking long time ago.
yeah, I know it
Jesus
feels like 10
Christ.
years ago, but it really wasn't that long ago. But
Yeah.
that album came out, and it's one of the best records Cudi or Kanye has made in a long time,
Hmm.
and they brought that out of each other. So like, it's not like he doesn't know how to do it or that he's lost his touch. I think, yes, his status definitely is up there, and he is definitely like memorialized as like a god all the time. But I don't think he's washed because he remains humble. He remains like true to who Kid Cudi is, and he's been the same
Hmm.
this whole time. I mean, after that Kid Cudi documentary, I don't know if you got a chance to watch that.
Hmm.
He's gone through a lot of shit, and like he's had the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, and right now he's kind of reached that uh tier where it's like he's kind of transcended the rap game and is just like an icon in and of itself, to where he can start doing acting. He was just in one of the best movies of the year, or one of the best, yeah, movies that came out this year, the horror movie X with I think it was an A24 movie.
Oh, right.
um, he's producing films and stuff like that, so he's like
He's he's got
expanding.
he's got that Netflix animated
Mm-hmm,
series that
that's
also
right.
has a companion album. I think
Yeah,
that'll be hopefully the thing that like takes that whatever that label is of,
right,
is he washed type thing that takes it out of takes him out of that box. Because
right.
I think I agree. I don't think he's washed at all. I think that he still has a lot to contribute to music, even though he's already done a lot. I think though that the same way that he collaborated with Travis Scott on Man the Moon 3 to like really like kind of rap more and utilize some of those ad libs that
Mm-hmm.
Travis Scott like popularized. I think he needs to collaborate with more artists because I think
Mm-hmm.
and kind of see like what is like the next sound, what's the next evolution of Kid Cudi. Because
Right.
if this next Intergalactic album is just like is more just more of Kid Cudi and not too much, I think we'll start to have that conversation of like has he stagnated a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. Kid Cudi, he's a super creative. I think that he's one of those like top tier genius artists in my opinion.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah, he was definitely
Anything else
needed.
on that
His
point?
his albums when they came out were needed for the rap game or just the rap industry and just music in general.
Oh my God,
To
day and
shift.
night. Whenever that plays
Yeah,
at a Warriors game, like
that's
yo,
like one of the most
this artist,
timeless tracks ever made. Um,
absolutely.
but yeah, no, I think it is sad that Kanye and Cudi really can't seem to find any common ground or be on the same page. You know, that tweet kind of it sounded like it came out of more of a emotion rather than trying to be, you know, logical or just, you know, take the high road. I mean, it seems like whatever Kanye has said to Cudi or their relationship, it really just stung and he definitely sounds hurt, but I hope
Yeah.
like further down the line they can reconcile and stuff like that. But you know, Kanye, I feel like he is pushing people to their limits at this point. Like even the public eye, he's pushed us to his limit, to our limits. Like imagine the
Hmm.
people who personally know him. You know,
Yeah.
so I don't know. We'll see. Pray for our boys. They
I know.
needed to get back together.
Yeah, and also the thing is, I feel like Kanye right now he's at that point in the movie where it starts to the downhill part of the movie, you
Mm,
know? Every part in rom-coms when they break up and it's kind of like,
right.
each party has kind of gone to their rock bottoms. I feel like both musically and we don't know shit. We don't know anything about these people's personal lives, but it feels like it's been more polarizing than it's been in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is like he's been doing the most lately. And I don't know if we talked about this on stream, but did you get a chance to listen to Donda 2?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you think about that album?
Um, didn't really like it.
Yeah, right? Very
Kind of. I
underwhelming.
was like, let's just not talk about this one because it's not even on
Yeah.
streaming services. I'm not buying a stem player. Like, I just
Yeah.
downloaded it on local files to listen to it. And like, these are just Donda two throwaways. This did not need to come out.
Yeah. Again, speaking of Jack Harlow, he had a song on there, like Louis Bags or whatever. That was, I remember listening to that and being like, so this is what Kanye is like doing now, huh? Like this is what he thinks is good enough for like
Right.
his latest album,
Right.
named after his mother, like it's
No,
just
you
kind of
can't be
like,
on my mama album. That's the best thing from Donda two.
oh yeah, right, yeah. My
That song is
God,
hard.
that is hard.
I forget what the song is called, but it's like it's just like this. What is it called? Something about security or something like that. I think is what it's
Yeah.
called. It's like you need like I put your security at risk. It's like about him just being a menace and like it just like threatening Kim Kardashian's like safety.
Oh my God, yeah.
And he just starts it out. He's like, "No, you can't be on my mama album."
My
Crazy.
God, Kanye is. Whoa. Did you see? Wait. Two things. Two things. So, about Donda One. There is a. I don't know if you saw recently. They came out. The original version of 24 came out
Ooh.
like around on Twitter,
Okay.
and it is like not at all what 24 is now. Like it, 24 right as
Yeah.
it stands is this gospel, intimate,
That's one of my favorite
heartfelt
songs
record.
on the album. Yeah.
Absolutely, same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it was originally like kind of more upbeat, a little more techno
Mm.
type vibe. And if anyone in the chat's heard it, like feel free to describe it in the chat. It's kind of like a little bit faded out of my memory. I just kind of listened to it, in passing. But it's so different. And someone underneath was like, "Damn, like Donda slash Yandi has to be like one of the most edited, shifted
Yeah.
around." That album is like the process of that album, how it got to where it is now, is insane when you look back at it.
Yeah.
Like,
The fact that it was, I mean, I guess, yeah, the fact that it was Yandi at one point, like, Jesus is King and Donda were kind of just like Yandi ideas split, you know, a little bit.
mhm.
Because, like, there were some songs off of Yandi on Jesus is King, and then they were switched from being really explicit and not about God to being clean and about God.
Aliens, Kid
Alien,
Cudi, and
yeah, that
who
that
else
didn't
was it?
even one of the hardest tracks I've
Ever.
ever heard. Kanye is sitting on some of the most insanely good songs we've ever heard, and he's just like, "Cut it. Let's put
I
this.
know.
Let's put the what the fuck is the feature or the sample where it's like the Gob Galab dude. It's like we got
Oh
that,
yeah.
but we didn't get Alien with Kid Cudi, Migos, Kanye. I think even like XXX Tentacion was on there. Like
Yeah.
crazy features. Um, to get what we have now, like I don't know what the process his thinking process is when he like is putting together these albums, but I just keep going back to his quote from Yeezus, which is once they like you, make them unlike you. That's his
And he's
that's his
he's
whole
done that.
career.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, what he's it's definitely been I can't wait for like when he officially retires and like we can really see like the arc we can appreciate.
Hmm.
Oh, Bosco, subscribe. We never really
Live
get that.
subscription.
Yeah, I know. But I hope you're on the stream right now if you're actually like watching or if you just subscribe for no
Yeah,
reason.
maybe you want to sub
Um,
to comment, but let us know if you're here.
yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, I can't wait to see just like because I felt like this Kanye documentary, as cool as it was, I needed to see it like when everything's all set in stone. I remember that was a
Hmm.
discussion we were having was like this documentary's coming out and it's gonna span the life of Kanye. Like,
Right.
is he done after this? But no, he's still going. And
No.
I don't know. And last thing about Kanye, did you see that clip from the new Kardashian show of like Kim calling Kanye and being like, "Oh, my
Yes.
sex tape is on
Yeah.
Roblox."
He's like, no,
That's
it's not okay. He was on Roblox. I'm like,
that's
oh
the
my
craziest
god.
sentence I think I've ever heard in my life.
What do you think Kanye was saying on the other line? He was just
I don't
like
even think he was on the phone. I think it was he's just speaking to a
the stem
blank.
player.
I don't even think it's on a call. Like we don't see the screen, so I think she's just hamming it up for the cameras. Like I
What?
refuse to believe that Kanye's on the other end of that phone being like, "Ah, for real?" Like
He probably would have
shit.
been like, "What the fuck did I tell you?
Yeah.
Keep my kids off the internet."
Keep my
He's probably actually. I bet you she was on the phone, and she was just telling them this whole story, and the whole time he was just like, "Find God, find God,
find God.
God." He's like,
Call
"No,
me
my
when you find
my
God.
sex tape. It's on Roblox. You need to find God, Kimberly.
Kimberly.
Let me call me back when you found God."
Yeah.
Wait, but our kids, he's scarred for God.
God. But Roblox, we're gonna sue Roblox for every dollar. God.
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 What else can we
That's-
say? You've scarred
I
our children. Now you need to find God.
I'll find God. And also North. Help her find God. Shit, man.
That's how their
like,
arguments go.
I was just thinking like the Kardashians, like, are they really gonna keep doing this shit, like this reality TV show shit? And then this clip came out, and I'm like,
I thought that they canceled the show.
they can't. They did. I don't know why they're still.
And then
doing
it's
the
like now we're
show.
on Disney. It's like this is worse.
I know. We're
It's like when American Idol canceled and then they're like, "We're back." It's
we're
like,
back.
What the fuck? It's such a
I gotta
ploy.
not wait for like you still have some of the same judges from their last season. Like
Right.
it should be like a reboot. Also, that's another thing is they've been rebooting some crazy things. Like I heard they're doing a White Man Can't Jump reboot. There's another reboot.
Oh,
But
that's
I'm
right.
like, why don't
Isn't
you
it with Jack
guys-
Harlow?
I've heard rumors that I've seen a tweet. Is that real?
I don't
Is it-
know.
did we just get sacked? Is
This could be the
Like-
biggest L.
yeah. But like, why don't we remake like some shitty movies? Like, let's remake like
Yeah, movies that aren't already like good, like you don't need to remake them.
yeah,
They're good
like,
in their original.
like Power Rangers. Let's reboot Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Like, make it actually good.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, let's reboot like fucking, I don't know,
Well,
this,
okay,
this
here we go.
podcast.
Yeah, something that's actually good. Transition incoming. Speaking of something rebooting.
Woo!
Speaking of speaking of a revival.
Yo!
Speaking of something good coming out. Let's talk about what we're here for.
I didn't
Just for the
realize how
hype.
negative we've been all podcast all stream this today.
I know we've been
Thank
shit
you.
talking all day.
This is the light at the end of the tunnel. Thank God.
All right, yo, we made it.
All
We made
right,
it. We made it. Let's talk
ladies and
about
gentlemen.
let's talk about what the fuck we are here for. About why we do it all. About everything. Kendrick Lamar, new album incoming. May 15th. Sorry, 13th. Is it 15th? I think it's 15th.
Let me. I'll check, but keep going.
May
Keep going.
15th. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Kendrick
So-
Lamar, last TDE album.
Hmm.
Crazy.
It's May 13th. That's the
13th?
Friday
Okay.
of that
Got it,
week.
got it, got it.
Um,
May 13th.
oh, Mr. Morale
Yo.
and the Big Steppers. How did we make it 50 minutes without talking about this at the moment? My God, we really hammed it up, y'all. That was like an essay right there that we had to like
Yeah.
bullshit out of our ass. But yes, we are here. In case you guys didn't see it, I just also by the way, I'll say how Matt told me about it, but the actual rollout itself, apparently, so this guy SK Tweets
Hmm.
was like, he made a tweet like Kendrick Lamar is officially retired.
Mhm.
And then on Monday, this past Monday, Kendrick was retweeted Kendrick himself on his own Twitter account retweeted it, quoted it, and gave us a link, Oklama or OK Llama.
Mhm.
And he gave and at the there was the announcement like last year with Family Ties. He said
Mhm.
like, oh, I've been working on an album, I've been going through love and grief and threw away my phone for the last couple of years.
Right.
But then there was another file, another folder
Mm.
that said like for immediate release.
Mhm.
It was this press release about and said basically was the I'm back Michael Jordan
Yes. Iconic.
type deal. I
Official
love that.
statement from the National Basketball Association.
Oh,
Michael
Why the-
Jordan. I'm back.
yeah. Also, would you mind opening up that link that's on the doc right there? I think it's a pretty cool thing to we can swoosh over, because I got some ideas. As you can see here, this is oklama.com/the heart. That's
Yes.
referencing to the Heart series that he does before every album. I think we're on 5. Just a lot of folders, a
Yes.
lot of just craziness. I think that this is actually the rollout. Like I think
This is
because
the
if you click on some of them, it just says like page not found
Yep.
right there. But I think that as we get closer to the album,
Some
these
things might be
files
popping
will
up.
be coming in. I saw people on Twitter like like, yo, Kendrick Lamar is like really having me organize files and folders like I'm like I'm already doing this for work. Why am I doing this for Kendrick Lamar?
There was one I was playing with this the other day, and there's one folder. I have to dig through, but it's one folder that's all black and it's just labeled important. But when you click on it, there's nothing
Yeah.
in it. But that might be kind of our first clue, you know?
Yeah, I think that might be the file that has the Heart Part 5,
Ooh, the single.
the single. I think
Okay.
we're gonna get, because if you guys remember from the Damn rollout, one of my favorite eras, again 2017. We're graduating high school, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
He comes out with the Heart Part 4. It's in the light of the whole Big Sean. Big Sean was calling out Kendrick, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and he responds with like, "Oh, y'all got 2 weeks to get your shit together." He was talking to Kendrick, or no, to Sean and Drake.
Mm-hmm.
And then sure enough, 2 weeks came in. We got Damn. So I'm excited to see at what point do we get the Heart Part 5. Maybe around the same time frame, 2 weeks, 3
Mhm.
weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Which
my
could be
God,
coming
dude.
up soon. I mean,
Which is coming up very soon.
yeah,
Let me do
if
the
we're
math
getting
real
it
quick.
on the 13th of May, we could be getting a
We're-
single in the next 2 weeks.
Wow.
Which I could totally see. I mean, the rollout is starting.
So,
But anyway, I have a lot of thoughts on the album itself, what it could sound like, where Kendrick is going to be, and what I want it to be. But
Mm.
where do you think Kendrick is going with his latest album in terms of the message, in terms of if there's a character, or if there's a story, or the sound? Where do you think he's headed?
So where do we even start, bro? The thing I like about Kendrick is that with every album drop, you really like have no idea, absolutely no idea where he could go. Like,
Right.
the Weeknd when he drops, we kind of have an idea that he's gonna go for this 80s synth pop thing.
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole, we kind of have an idea of where he's going, this,
Mm-hmm.
gritty hip hop feel. But with Kendrick, we got reports that he could be going rock influence type vibe.
Mm-hmm.
He could get even with the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. It reminds me of, I think it was Dissect podcast said, like, it reminds him of like Smokey Robinson, the Temptations. It
Right.
reminds me of
Like
you
R&B
know,
groups.
that, yeah,
Yeah.
soul R&B. So maybe it could kind of take that aesthetic of like a Silk Sonic classic
Right.
70s era soul sample type
Yeah.
vibe. But uh but honestly, some stuff that I'm expecting, um I think Oklama is going to be a character in this album,
Mm-hmm.
because if you look on that press release, it says like from Oklama's desk, I think, like
Mm.
at the top right corner.
Yeah.
I think that maybe Mr. Morale is like the teacher, mentor figure. And it's funny because Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, I think Big Steppers, I'll look it up what that means real quick, but I think it means like someone who's like a little overconfident, who here
Sounds like the name of a
st
band, of like his band. You know, it's
yeah,
like because when I heard and the Big Steppers, I heard Bruno Mars and the Hooligans,
and the
or
Hooligans, yeah.
Anderson Paak, and what's his band called?
The Free
And the
Nationals.
Free Nationals. Yes, it's
Yeah.
like it's that. It's just I feel like it's going back to that roots, and I feel like it's gonna be more of a live instrumental type album. Not saying like it's gonna be like a live album, but something along
Yeah.
the lines of like a Anderson Paak. I'm thinking of like Oxnard. I'm thinking something like that.
Mm.
Where it's definitely gonna have some sort of soul or R&B or like 70s neo soul vibe to it. I feel like there might even be a narrator through the whole thing. Maybe Mr. Morale is the narrator or something like that.
That would
Sim-
be incredible.
yeah, similar to like
Yeah.
Bootsy Collins and Silk Sonic. But like I also agree with what you said with the Oklahoma thing. Kendrick always has these pseudonyms or like these other versions of himself. There's like Kung Fu
Kung Fu
Kenny,
Kenny.
there's K
Yeah.
Dot, and then we have Oklahoma here. Like there's all these different versions of himself that represent different things every each time he does something like this in an album. Um, but what I think I want from this album, I think everybody's gonna be like Kendrick, like, what do you got to say, like, about the world? We've been through a pandemic. We've been through some of the craziest like racial tensions in America. Like, what do you got to say? But I
Mm.
honestly think that, and would prefer that he's gonna, like, this could be his most personal album ever. I don't know, something about
Mm.
it. I feel like he's gonna be like where he is as an artist right now, talking about in the context of everything going on, but also just where he is now. He's kind
Yeah.
of stepped into this like prophet role, and seeing that he talked about that type of pressure on his two features on Baby Keem's album. I feel like that's kind of at the front of his mind, is like all this pressure of being this prophet or a false prophet sometimes that he feels like.
Mm.
And like, where do you find yourself when you have like when it feels like you have the weight of the world on you, and I feel like he's going to explore that a lot here, which is kind of what he explored in Damn, but that was more about his mortality. Now I think it's going to be about him in his life right now. I hope it
Mm.
will. And of course he'll bring in, when you talk about Kendrick's life, you have to talk about all the other things going on in the world because they all kind of live through him.
Mhm.
But I think it's going to be something, I'm hoping 70s like influenced,
Yeah.
thinking like live instrumental. It's going to be like, he's going to introduce us, like spend an evening with So Sonic, spend an evening with Mr. Morale kind of thing. Like I think it's going to be a full experience, which is what I've been waiting for, and that's what Kendrick Lamar albums are, is like just this experience. So I think it's going to be super controversial. It's going to be different. It's going to be a big step outside of what Kendrick usually does.
Yeah.
And I'm just excited to hear something different, bro, because honestly, he could change like how hip hop moves forward after this album.
Yeah, that's something I've been kind of thinking about recently is what is gonna be like the next big shift in music?
Right.
We've kind of gotten the 80s synth wave very recently. Music has gotten more and more synthetic,
Right.
but I think having Silk Sonic, I think having Kendrick Lamar kind of start to bring music back to its roots and kind of go into more, let's do live instrumentation, let's talk about,
Mm-hmm.
let's prioritize performing,
Right.
let's prioritize like talent, not just like,
Right.
and no shade at all like to people who are working on computers and all that. Like Travis Scott is one of our favorite artists. A lot of what he does is done through
Mm-hmm.
filters, synthesizers, all that stuff. We've kind of gone through that era, but I feel like Kendrick Lamar, like one of my favorite songs off To Pimp a Butterfly, You Ain't Gotta Lie, is
Mm-hmm.
like this swing soul, like, good jazzy vibe type thing. Like if he can like take that and To Pimp a Butterfly as a whole is like this whole experience. So if he were to take that kind of care, 5 years of care,
Right.
though, from starting from Damn, all the way and take it from that 70s. Ooh,
Thank you,
little super
Jose.
chat.
What do you
Thank
say?
you. Yeah, what do we got? What do we got?
B. Were
Where
you
you
when I was walking? This is a riddle.
I know. Is it
Thank you
is
for the
it
199.
I know. I hope I'm sure it's a reference to something. You just go ahead and tell we have no idea where that's from. But all I think about is what was it? I was walking the other day. By the way, yeah, you and I
Yeah.
were listening to Damn like at around the same time on vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. But yeah, no, I think that would just be a cool thing for Kendrick to kind of really make, yeah, to Kenny Lyric, yeah. I forget which song it was, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that would be a cool kind of direction to go into. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
but here I
I
have here the definition. Sorry, go ahead.
um no, go ahead with that. I just have a whole other thought that I want to bring
Okay.
up. But go ahead.
Yeah, so stepper, in case you guys don't know, big stepper is slang for someone who carries guns and is about that life. Stepping is slang for fighting or shooting. Um, and I think that's a cool little like kind of juxtaposition of like you got Mr. Morale and you got his crew who's like ready to like fuck you up like
Right.
upon request. Like
Someone who doesn't have any morale or just who has a skewed morale, like, you know what I mean? It's like Mr. Morale is the one of like justice, and then his
yeah,
band is there to just like, it's just
it,
his band of gangbangers or something.
doesn't it feel a little bit like? Also, that would be cool if like at one point like he's rapping and then he has like a Boys to Men type background vocals and
Right.
that's the big steppers.
Yeah.
But that also reminds me a little bit of like the same juxtaposition of like Good Kid, Mad City.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like
True.
it, so and also again, Mr. Morale is this good kid, the good kid. Maybe I don't know. That's just a random thought I had, but I don't know. This is what was the thought that you had? Separate thought.
Yeah, I saw Sean C talking about this. He came out with like a random, really quick video when they announced, or when Kendrick announced that the album was dropping. But it was in terms of like what this could mean for hip hop in general. Um, he brought up this fact that I definitely agree with, but I just hadn't really put into words. Is like right now, rap and hip hop is kind of like it's kind of going in a circle. Like there isn't like that one
Mm,
person that's pushing it forward. Like that one
yeah.
person was Kanye. That one person at one point was Drake, and like the big names that we usually are used to are not really pushing the boundaries of rap anymore. I mean, we just did a whole rant on Kanye about how he's washed and how he's not really interested in that anymore because he
Yeah, we
doesn't need,
blame Drake for everything.
I mean, everything is Drake's fault. And I'm
Yeah.
not looking at like who's next. I'm not looking at Nav to do anything in revolutionary. Like
Yeah.
so I think right now the genre is definitely stagnant. I'm not saying there aren't artists who are out there doing something different, but the rise of the TikTok popularity, the rise of everybody can be a producer now. Everyone's just trying to ride the wave of just what is hot right now and being trendy rather than being timeless. And I think Kendrick is going to remind us and bring us around and say, look, like, Let's remember where we come from. Let's remember why we make music. Let's remember what good music sounds like and what we can do
Mm.
with the medium. And I really do think like this album, whatever it sounds like, I feel like it'll either be something everyone is like, this is insanely good, or people will be like, this is awful. Or like not like this is awful, but like people just
What is
they're not
this?
gonna get it. Yeah, I think it's gonna be
Yeah.
so different. And the sounds he's gonna explore and the ideas, the song ideas he's gonna introduce us to are gonna be so out there that it's gonna be what the genre needs, and we usually don't understand that at the time
Yeah.
that we need it until we look back 5 years later. Like same thing with Damn. So I feel like that's kind of like what this album means outside of what he's gonna say on it, in terms of the context of like all of rap and hip hop in general.
Yeah, on that same note, I love that you say that. That is an amazing point because I actually was going to talk about, first of all, I feel like, yeah, music nowadays is made for the Twitter reactions,
Mm-hmm.
is made for the, it's always going to be the day of, literally, it's going to be tweets with the picture of like someone
Immediately.
listening to a trash can,
Yeah.
or is it like the most
Kendrick
incredible thing I've
Mid.
ever heard?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always shit like that, which is like, like it kind of, dulls down or waters down what music really is.
Right.
Um, and oh God, yeah. Another thing that you were talking about was like this recent. Hey,
Thank you,
Jose,
Jose. Hey, there
4.99.
you go.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I
I
was
can
walking
hear.
how
I
I
can hear
run.
the bar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can hear it
Whole
now.
world talking King Kunta. That's right. I hear
Love
you.
it,
Thank you. Thank you.
man. I gotta listen to Pimp a Butterfly now. But I think nowadays, like you look at the freaking group of rappers that you've been mentioning, Kanye, Drake, if we talk about J. Cole, I feel like is the only one that hasn't really done this, but I feel like nowadays music is made to also on the same note get memed and get like kind of like that weird reaction of like,
Yeah.
oh, what is, but not in the way that we like, not based
No.
on the art, but more of like how weird it is or how it's like clickbait basically, like
Basic. Yeah. Yeah.
the equivalent of clickbait. I mean, it's kind of just like where media is going as a whole, actually, now that you think about
Right.
it. Like, think about
Right.
news, think about, I think of like sports media as like in the gutter right now. Like, you got people that are like, don't even like basketball, and they're the leading analysts of basketball. You got freaking like movies nowadays, or
Everywhere. Even
uh,
anything like look on Instagram. I don't know if y'all have noticed. Like, first of all, this app is trash. But like, if you look at the
mhm.
shift of like what is popular on Instagram now, it's like usually it went from highly curated like IG aesthetic. Now everything is like ugly on purpose, or like everything is just out in your face, like you're like, this is the wackest fit I've ever seen, or like, what is this, like what is this
Negativity
pose?
sells,
Yeah.
actually.
and it's like
Yeah.
and it's like Kim Kardashian will wear an outfit and everyone's like, this doesn't look good, and you're sending it to your friends like, oh, Kim Kardashian doesn't know how to dress. That's exactly what she wants. You're taking a
Yeah.
screenshot, sending it around, and talking about her. And so
Yeah.
much of like our, I guess, mass media's like reaction to things, or like so many like people have kind of analyzed and taken control of like how we react, to where now it's shifting how we even make things, how we make music, how
Mm,
we take photos, how we present ourselves online or just to the world on the
yeah.
online space, has shifted the way that we perceive ourselves at the same time. And so I don't know why this got really like
No,
philosophical and existential, but like it's
yeah.
true,
Yeah.
and it makes its way over to music as well. And I think Kendrick is gonna be like how everything everywhere all at once is in terms of the spiritual awakening for film. I feel like this album could be a spiritual awakening for music, if
Mm,
I'm even calling it, or like if it's even gonna happen that way. But I feel like with an album title like this, with an artist like this, like it can't not be that monumental.
yeah. Absolutely. I'm going. We calling it right now. We're going to upload this as a stream highlight called "Why Kendrick is Going to Save
Humanity.
Media." Yeah, humanity. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's a good title.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about like, one thing I forgot to mention on that note was like, look at Certified Lover Boy. The album cover is like the emojis,
Right.
right? You know, Donda, black cover. Those are
Right.
two main like kind
Don
of
Don FM, old Able
yeah.
cover, same thing,
Yeah, and that has a story to it, but like same
same
rationale of like it
effect.
has that like whoa, like what is he doing? You know,
Yeah.
kind of a deal. I feel like Kendrick is will defy that, will like subvert that expectation and go into like no, let's make good things. This album cover is going to be quality. I haven't seen it. This could age terribly. If it's like him, I don't know,
Or
like in his
he
tidy
could
whities,
yeah, he
like
could literally be like delving into the exact thing that we're talking about. He could be full
yeah.
he could be full clickbait. It's gonna be like, I don't even know, him, picture him like shitting on Drake or something, like just something
Oh my
so out there. Like,
god.
like whatever it could be. You never know,
But
but this is what I'm hoping it is.
yeah, I feel like with the way he's been rolling it out and the care he's been putting into it and the what he said on that little
Hmm.
sentiment letter, I feel like his he wants to kind of bring the culture back to like quality, like not
Right, I hope.
just yeah, not quantity, not recognition. Like I think of like oh god, I fucking hate DJ Academics and everything he stands for. Like, bruh, like he is just like the epitome of like clickbait shit that sells, like
We need to focus.
we need to
We need
focus.
to focus. I
Fucking
know my top 5 is Drake,
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 Drake.
Drake, Drake.
Yo, I hope he samples that. I hope he uses that on a
That'd
song.
be kind of hard.
And it on the Heart Part 5.
Yeah.
Cool. That would be beautiful.
He's gonna like pitch it up or something.
Holy shit. There you go. Yeah, so I agree. I think that hopefully Kendrick is going to be the one to not just save music, but save humanity as a whole.
I hope so.
Um, but back to the album. I mean, is there any other points? I mean, we talked about the sound. What are you expecting from the album? Uh,
Features. Talk about any features.
well, let's get to that in later on in the sec. We have
Okay.
a little draft title coming up for that, I think.
Oh, that's right.
So we'll get into that in a second.
Okay.
But as for right now, I guess we can transition into a segment we like to do every now and then.
Every now and then.
Definitely not every week.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Every night in
Oh,
my okay, all right.
I'm over here turning the club up.
I know, and I'm I'm here doing the recorder version of My
Yeah,
Heart Will Go On.
karaoke.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the weekly weekend update, and we don't really have much to update you on. I mean, there's an out of time like remix pack bundle that just dropped, I think, with K Tronada.
With the
Um,
Take My Breath.
no, it's out of time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
doing a little remix bundle.
Kate Renata,
I've
one of my
heard
favorite DJs.
one of the best producers, bro. So I haven't heard it. So let us know in the chat if you guys have heard it, what you guys think about it, what you guys think
I
of.
think it's dropping tonight.
Oh, it's dropping tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen on Twitter. I think people were just like hacking
Mm-hmm.
the system or whatever. Um, but also we got some cool stuff, footage. Some, obviously anytime the weekend performs, it's amazing. But this one is special because
Yes.
he's performing at Coachella. You mentioned it's the first time we're hearing these Don FM records, and he's seeing him perform After Hours
Mm-hmm.
songs without the red suit, which was cool. I think
Yeah.
that outfit was sick. It was, I think, a reference to him in 2015. He was rocking the same bulletproof vest.
Mm.
What'd you think of? Did you get a chance to watch the weekend set?
I I've watched highlights. I didn't get to watch the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's been on my list, but I've seen the good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Of what you've seen, what do you think?
I thought it was cool. I thought the setup was dope. The stage, this kind of like spaceship DJ set he got going on, very fitting for Don FM.
Yeah.
The set list I thought was great. Like the songs and how he transitioned from each song was super dope.
Ooh.
Like super hard. Like I know if I was there, I would have been like shitting myself and be like, "Oh
Hurricane,
shit!"
Hurricane into the
Yeah,
hills.
hard,
Whew,
crazy,
man.
super dope. And he sounded great. His vocals were always on point. You know, I know that. I think his very first, what was it, Coachella performance, it wasn't very good or something,
Hmm.
or he always like shunned himself for that. But this one was great. I don't know. I was impressed. I mean, with the short amount of time, I'm pretty sure they gave him like 10 days to turn around and do this. So, but other than that, I thought it was dope. And Swedish House Mafia, they had some crazy bangers that they played throughout too that I saw.
Hmm.
And of course, Moth to a Flame. But I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, the Sparsh said here the synths in Low Life and
Mm-hmm.
Often. Also, the Hills. Mike Dean went crazy on that.
Right.
Crew Love into Starboy. Oh my God! Like
Hard.
I love that he performed like probably songs we won't hear on the After Hours Till Dawn tour just
Yeah.
because there's not gonna be enough time. But I like that he performed Arna. Like miss that song. I miss his
Mm-hmm.
performances of that song.
Right.
Often, yeah. I'm just running through the chat here, but yeah, I think it was also a really cool performance. I think that he ran through a lot of what I hoped he would, perform.
Mm-hmm.
Um Set was cool. I do have a thought here. It's not really a negative thought, but I feel like it can come off as that. Is that I'm getting really sick of the weekend like covering up these other people's shit, like and like
Mm.
taking these last minute gigs. Like with like Super Bowl is incredible. Coachella, the Coachella performance was good, but I want to see him like do something like to the fullest degree of what he can do. Like,
Mm.
like I just think of, uh, you know, what the reaction to this year's Super Bowl was incredible. And I'm picturing what can the weekend do with like that amount of production,
Right.
that amount of
No,
liberty,
no COVID restrictions. You know.
no COVID restrictions, and then now you have Coachella, which was incredible as well. The set was incredible. I think of like again when he performs Hurricane and he says like the lightning strikes the
Mm-hmm.
beach and like the lightning strikes and all that stuff. The performance of Save Your Tears, that version. Have you heard that his performance of that song at Coachella?
Um, I did not.
Oh my God, it's
I need to
like
watch the whole
this.
thing.
Yeah, it was like a kind of like toned down, stripped
Mm.
back as the weekend can be version of Save Your Tears that almost sounds like a ballad.
Wow.
I would definitely recommend checking that one out. Incredible, incredible. But like I could tell that like this wasn't the best version of this.
Mm-hmm.
I think of like Childish Gambino at Coachella and how
Right.
cinematic everything was and like just how intricate everything was. And I feel like I just want to see like the weekend doing and I guess that's gonna be After Hours Till Dawn, the
Mm-hmm.
tour that I'm gonna be going uh to, luckily. But I'm like, damn, like I want to see him, do like the craziest shit. So I don't know. That's just me. I think it was, and also the crowd, of course, at every Coachella is like fucking dead. Like,
Right. I mean,
I think that's just music festivals as a
that's
whole.
just Coachella nowadays. People go there to take photos, not to listen to music. And he was like the last act on the last day. People are so dead by then.
I know.
But I
It's
wouldn't have been, bro. Even if I was there for all 3 days, walking 12 hours every day, I would have been like, it's time for the weekend. And I would have been there like
yeah.
5 hours early, front of the
I
gate,
found some cocaine
just, yeah, somewhere. Someone's got it there.
or Red Bull.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
yeah,
just
so
go
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. That's I don't know. Like I think that's just yeah, I don't know what it is, but Coach, like I just remember seeing like they cut to people in the audience. There's people. It's like The Hills or
Hmm.
Heartless, and they're just like, "This is a fancy tune,
They're
isn't it?"
like, they're vibing. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
what? Like,
The
turn up.
Weeknd is like screaming, like, "Yeah, let me hear you scream." They're just like, "Yeah," like
Everyone's just high out of their minds.
I know, but like, damn, man, like it was a cool performance. I'm glad that he we got to see him perform.
Hmm.
Let's take a look at the chat here. Yeah, transitions were fire. So yeah, Swedish House Mafia had some cool like were responsible for some cool transitions. Are you planning on watching round two? Are you
Sure. I mean,
do
it might
you
be.
have time on?
Do you think it's any different? Maybe.
I've seen in the past people have done like different set lists and
Okay.
different like maybe they polished up the the performing aspect of it a little more. So who knows? Maybe I'll tune in if I have time. I don't
For
know.
sure.
Yeah, I like Moth to yeah. Sparsh here mentioned Moth to a Flame. I was thinking like, how do I make you love me? Moth to a Flame. Those are like the fucking rave songs I need to like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a raver, but fucking I will mosh to that shit like crazy,
Right.
screaming the lyrics. Curry, damn, I didn't even catch this. Curry says that the Weeknd said, "Do you want me to end it?"
What?
Do you want me to end this performance? There are times
Really?
where he would look at the audience like, bro, like, what the fuck are you guys here for? Like,
Really?
what are you even here for? But like, he would just kill it. Like, he would just keep performing or whatever. But you could tell he
Damn.
was getting a little spicy with the
It's
crowd.
fine. I mean, once he does his actual concerts, the crowds will be great because people actually
Yeah,
are there to see him. But
I know, I know. That
Coachella's always
just,
lame.
yeah, I don't know. That's just something that I think needs to change with Coachella. Like, I don't know if they got to relocate or something, but the crowd at Coachella isn't it. So. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Is there anything else from this weekly weekend update that we're missing? Go ahead and let us know in the comments or in the chat. But I think that's gonna do it for this weekly weekend update.
Mm-hmm. We'll
Yeah, I
see.
think the
Next,
general consensus is that the crowd was dead. Yeah, I agree.
yes, it always is, man. I've been seeing TikToks, people talking about Coachella, and people are like, "This is not. It's just a influencer hub with music in the background now. It's not even about
Mm,
music, and like people have gotten tired of seeing the Coachella content, and like it's kind of just
yeah,
like gone downhill. But still, like you're gonna have like some of the best performers there, and only a handful of people who care about who's performing.
hmm,
So we'll
yeah.
see.
Whatever is like the equivalent of like VidCon is is just like the influencer equivalent, I
Yeah.
guess. Like it's just all like I mean, like we were mentioning before, it's just all for the gram, it's all for the clicks, it's not
Right.
about like the quality or the art anymore. It's just about, you know, it's about media and that
Right.
sucks. So hopefully, like we said before, hopefully Kendrick can bring us back. Um
Kendrick will save Coachella.
Kendrick will say Coachella, all that stuff. But let's get into our last segment here. We going back to Kendrick. We wanted to do a little segment that we are going to look back on after this album is out May 13th again. We want to do a draft and like kind of like a predictions, I guess, on like who we'll find on the next Kendrick album.
Mm-hmm.
And we're wagering bets. I don't even know. I don't know even know if we want to put any bets on it, but we'll see who got most right.
Okay.
We'll see who got more features. So in case I haven't made it clear enough, we're gonna be drafting who we think might be featured on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and yeah,
Let's do it.
is there anything else
I've
on?
been thinking about this ever since I heard the announcement.
I know, me too, dude. Me too. I'm excited. I think I don't have any coin on me. Oh
No
yeah.
coins? Oh. No bitches? I have a coin.
Oh, you got a coin? All right, let's see. Maybe I can get it this time. Here we go.
All right, y'all.
I'll guess in the air.
Regulation quarter. All right.
Let's do
Let
it.
me do a practice flip.
Practice flip. Okay. I definitely needed a practice flip my first time, so I understand.
I flipped that over my head. Okay, let me do one more. Okay, ready?
All right. Ready?
Call it in the air.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Heads.
Tails.
Ooh, of course. I am like I've only won once, I think, on these
I
on
think
these
so.
coin flips. Damn. All right. So you get the first pick. I didn't make a doc to do like a running list or whatever, so I'll just kind of
It's fine.
keep it running down here. But who is
Oh, thank
your
you,
number
Jose.
one?
Thank you,
Oh,
Jose.
Jose, again, very generous
If
today.
Pyrus
Thank
and
you.
Crips all got along, somebody finished the lyrics.
I know. But who do you think is your number one pick for who is going to be on Mr. Morale and Big Steppers?
um, Baby Keem.
Baby Keem.
I
That's a
think
great
Keem will
pick.
be on there.
Okay. I will put that there. Baby Keem. Why is that? I mean, obviously, we know the reasons why, but just
Um,
for the vibes.
yeah, I mean, I think this past year they've shown that they have some serious chemistry on the same track. They created probably the biggest buzz the past year with Range Brothers and Family Ties.
Mm,
Still one of my favorite rap songs come out
yeah,
since
definitely.
then. Um, and it's I mean, if you want to talk about the logistics of it, like Baby Keem's on PG Lang, that's their it's his label. He's also been shown to have worked with Kendrick on his past projects. Looking at Damn, and Kendrick had two features on the Melodic Blue. Keem is kind of on a come up in terms of his name is a name people look out for on features. And honestly, people are just expecting it. Like of course,
Yeah.
Keem is going to be on the Kendrick Lamar album. Like, why wouldn't he be? So I feel like that would be my first draft pick. Would
Hmm.
be Baby Keem, little Kendrick's little cousin.
Yeah, that's a very, very. I think that's a safe bet. I think he'll definitely be on there. I like. You remember when Melodic Blue came out and he said like, what was it? Kendrick and I made like four different languages while
Right.
making while we were in the studio. I think they're gonna come up with some crazy stuff again. I think something that people don't really understand at the first listen. Like I know for sure I'll probably look at the speaker and be like,
I
what is
know we're gonna hear
playing
some
right
weird ass songs. Like,
now?
it's gonna be weird.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see what that is. I hope he ends up he eventually does his little, 2 minute long rapping no breath
Yeah.
thing on I
Oh,
love when he does
that would be
that.
dope.
I'm like praise God,
Yeah.
fucking Family Ties. Like I need another one of those.
Yeah.
Um but dope. Yeah, with my first I'm gonna my first and second pick back to back, man. What we were discussing with like live instrumentation. I feel like that's gonna be a big thing. So in that sense, on that same note, I'm gonna go with Thundercat and Anderson
Mm.
Paak.
Mm. I was
I
gonna
think
say
those
Thundercat.
two, yeah, I think those two are just they are pushing live music or live
Mm-hmm.
instrumentation. Right now they're kind of saving it, preserving it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think they're pretty safe bets for especially with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers being feeling like this soul equivalent type deal. I think that's where I'm going with that one.
Mm.
So
I can see it.
yeah, man,
All right, someone else who I think might be on the album. Hmm. I think
can be a rapper, can be producer, singer.
I think um let me see. I would love for um oh man, it's kind of hard to say. But I feel like Jid might make an appearance.
Hmm.
Um Mainly because he has been killing it past few years. He was on the Dreamville tape.
Yes.
And his voice just I feel like fits within the range of the range that Kendrick has in terms of like what would sound good on an album. Um, and Jid has some crazy bars. The song what was something bringing up Simpson or something on off of the D Day, Dreamville Gangsta Grills mixtape.
Hmm.
Definitely kind of proved to me like Jid is like kind of stepping his shit up for real. Um, and I could totally see him. If this is like live instrumentation, Jed has been on so many different instrumentals that it doesn't really matter what he's on. Like
Yeah.
his
He can
voice
hop on
just,
anything.
yeah, his voice just cuts through. So I
Hmm.
feel like that'd be dope.
For sure. Yeah, that's a great pick. I like the Dreamville Connect. That would be really cool. Yeah, where are you taking us with the back to backs?
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Last album on TDE, maybe that could be a,
Right,
a cool roster to take from if anyone is even on TDE anymore.
right.
Like I
Well
honestly
then,
don't even know.
yeah. Well, actually, this is more like someone I would like to see, but I would love to
Hmm.
see Vince Staples on
Oh,
this project.
yeah.
I don't know if you listened to his latest project, um,
Ramona Park,
Ramona
broke my
Park.
heart.
Yeah, he's like really finding his flow, and I feel like Vince always comes in with the dope features. And I don't know what this new album is gonna sound like, but you can kind of see where I'm going. I'm like the Baby Keem, Jid, Vince Staples, this kind of era of like up and coming rappers who are really
Yeah.
hitting their strides right now. I could totally see Kendrick was like in the booth recruiting, all the young ones to like come lay down
Mhm.
a verse. So I can see Vince Staples on there.
Dude, that'd be really cool. Honestly, you mentioned the Dreamville tape a couple of times. That makes me think of how many times I've thought about like a TD collab tape and how that is just like the biggest missed
Mm,
opportunity, I
right.
think, in music ever. Like you think about the roster, two people that I'm about to draft right now, SZA and J Rock, I think
Mm,
are two people that I'd like to see on this album. I think that though, and then obviously you go into like Isaiah Rashad, Schoolboy Q, they drafted they signed that Zachary guy from on
oh,
Love.
that's right.
I think he could have been a really cool addition into that tape.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was just a complete missed opportunity, especially knowing the superstar that SZA is now. So,
Right.
I think seeing her on like some soul sample, Mr. Brown, I don't know.
I
I
could
just like
totally
that
see it. Yeah.
aesthetic. I love that name. I think she'd fit in definitely. And J Rock is more someone that I just would like to see
J
again.
Rock. I love their
Man,
collaborations.
oh my God, what's that one?
King's Dead.
Something freestyle. King's Dead. What's
Mm-hmm.
that freestyle? Ooh,
Here.
back something, not backseat freestyle, but
I know what you're talking about.
you know the one that I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
But
I just fixed our little desktop setup. So finally,
oh,
all right.
dope.
I'm swooshing over so y'all can see our list so far. I know y'all wanted to see it in the comments.
Yeah,
So this is what our
there you
draft's
go.
looking like right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, freestyle is the one I'm thinking
Wow,
of.
freestyle. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that shit was incredible. The music
Yeah.
video was, exactly what I wanted from them. I think it was, I don't know if it won, but it was definitely nominated for music video of the year that year.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, J Rock and SZA, those are the two that I would like, and I could see SZA being on that album. So
Totally.
yeah, especially it being like the farewell tour for Kendrick on TDE. I
Mm-hmm.
can see it. I can see it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Another one I would love to see on the new Kendrick album
Hmm.
would be. Hmm. Oh, you said okay. You already said Anderson Paak.
Hmm.
Um. Oh, I would love to see, um, West Side Gun on the Kendrick album. I
Oh,
feel
that's a
like,
great pick.
yeah, I feel like those two. I mean, West Side Gun. His voice is so like distinct,
Wow.
and I feel like it's kind of like a spin-off or like of like one of Kendrick's characterized voices that he does, and
Yeah.
like his bars are so potent sometimes, like crazy. I feel like those two could. I feel like his presence on this album, I think, would kind of launch it into like that. Oh shit! Like
Oh my
verse of the
God.
year kind of category.
Kendrick getting ready to spit as like West Side Gun going that doing that boom 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 boom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. I need to see it.
That'd be
That would be
crazy.
dope. That's a great pick. Great pick.
Okay. Do I get a
Uh,
back to back?
yeah, I think just whenever we're
Okay.
picking, we each get
Okay.
two picks. Yeah.
Then let me get the goats. Let me get
Mm.
Jay Electronica
Cool.
on the Kendrick album.
Mr. Morale. I could see him kind
He
of.
could be Mr. Morale.
He could be Mr. Morale. I could also see him just being because he's just such a spiritual, like just
Mm-hmm.
and all things right and just kind of rapper that I could see him laying a verse. He was on what's the Jesus Lord
Mm-hmm.
on Donda.
Yeah.
So he's rapping. He's in the studio. I can see that.
Right.
That's another great pick. Another great pick. Um, let's see. Another so one pick I want to go with. This is like who I want to see. This is like my dream. If I end up getting this right, then fucking incredible. I want to take J motherfucking Cole. We're so long overdue on a collab between them.
Mm.
Like I don't even remember. I guess Under the Sun was the last collab. Like just Kendrick sang the hook
Yeah.
on that one. But I don't know.
Finally, that photo of the two of them, the Kendrick and J. Cole album, collab album coming soon. He's
Yeah.
like, they're both like 12 years old in it.
I know, yeah. They know like both of their hairs are like in dreads and are, like super long. They both got beards now.
Yeah.
But nah, here they are, and I my God, I need to see it. Another one person I'd like to see. This is a producer.
Mm-hmm.
I think Hit Boy would be
Yep.
a
Oh yeah,
good.
he's worked with Hit Boy before.
Yeah, I think that Hit Boy has just like found his stride
Mm.
musically, and he's working with so many different artists like Nas. He's
Mm-hmm.
working with Kanye, Drake, and he's making so many hits that I feel like him. It would be weird if he wasn't on like a hits like
Right.
whatever Kendrick's like radio single off this album will
Right.
be. It'd be weird if he wasn't on that one. So that's my guess. That's my
Okay.
guess.
Okay. Let's get some. Let's get some female representation going
Okay.
on. I think this could honestly be. I could be on to something here.
Oh,
Let's get Little Sims on the K
that's
Dot
an
album.
amazing pick.
Come on.
Very much a sleeper pick. I love
Yeah.
that pick.
I feel like she could lay down a crazy ass verse with Kendrick. Like
Ooh.
they're kind of on the same wavelength. Like in terms of her last album or her latest album, you know, and like
Llama, 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 llama,
yeah, just
llama,
like
llama.
the
Whatever that song was. Yeah, I love that song.
yeah,
where she
just like
mentions
the world
Kendrick.
building that she does, how cinematic and grand that she can be. I feel like she would have a crazy ass feature on the newest K Dot
Damn,
album.
that's a good pick. That's a fucking good pick. Yeah.
And then I get one more, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just building like my dream album right now.
I love it.
Let's go Freddie Gibbs.
Damn, that was gonna be my pick too. Shit, man. Good stuff.
Got him. How many are we doing? 10?
We'll do 10. I feel like we're
Okay.
kind of going breezing by, so we can do a solid 10.
Okay. Freddie Gibbs, Little Sims, Jay Electronica, West Side Gun, Vince Staples, Jid, Baby
Whew.
Keem. Come on. I don't even know if there
Love
will
it.
be this many like opportunities for features, but
Yeah.
if
Again,
it,
we're just
if it
yeah.
is, crazy.
I know. Yeah, we're just like building our pool of like people we'll see our predictions and all that, and then
Mhm.
hopefully we'll see who got off who got more checks on the boxes.
Okay.
So, I like it. I like it. Let's see. I'm looking at the chat here. There's some really great suggestions here, guys.
Oh yeah, name it
Um,
off. I can't look at it.
Yeah. We got Andre 3000,
Nice.
Mary J. Blige,
Yes.
Brent Faiyaz, Quincy Jones. They have that interview together. Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe people from the halftime show, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop.
Okay.
Um,
Snoop. Yep. They've worked
yeah,
together. Dre.
they've worked together.
They worked together.
Yeah. Okay. So there's some cool places. I want to take. I think Snoop would be a cool addition to this album. I think his cadence, his flow, I think would be, or even as like a narrator, honestly, would be
Mhm.
a tale by Snoop.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Would be cool on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I think that fits so well. I just keep repeating that name just because it's the coolest name ever, I think, for an album. But another one, this is kind of I don't think this is gonna happen, but I would just like to see it, is D Smoke.
Yo.
He is I
Come on.
describe him as very much like a Walmart Kendrick Lamar
Walmart.
that
Kendrick?
can rap in, or no, Walmart sounds like an insult. I'd say like
An alternate.
like a Neiman Marcus, like a bougie but not quite of the caliber
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar. He can rap in Spanish,
Right.
I'd like to see him go back and forth on that. I don't know. I think he's just a nice up and comer. Maybe Kendrick's been taking notes. So I'm gonna go with D Smoke.
Okay. Okay.
That one.
Good pick. Good pick. Let me see. I'm trying to see who would be interesting.
The Brown Boy,
Nav. Yep.
Ed Sheeran.
Okay, DJ Khaled remix.
Some of the faves
Um,
on here. Our thoughts faves.
Let me see. Maybe. Oh, you know what? I would love to see this happen. How about? I can see her on like a hook or something, but Tiana Taylor
Oh, I thought you meant her, like her, the
Oh
artist.
no, no, no. I mean, her would
I
be
was like,
cool,
that's a cool pick. Yeah, 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 yeah.
but Tiana Taylor, I feel like would be dope.
Incredible pick.
She would do a really. She would be singing the chorus, but she can
Hmm.
also rap too. I feel like, and so I feel like
Yeah.
they would make something interesting, something along the lines of like loyalty, with Rihanna, but
Oh,
maybe some kind of a back and forth track like that.
yeah. I would like something a little grittier. Like I
Yeah,
think as time goes on, Loyalty's been one of those songs that doesn't hit for me
as
as
well.
much as
Yeah,
I
as
like.
much as it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah. So I think Tiana Taylor would be able to go there with that kind of
Mm-hmm.
record. So I agree. I'm with that. And also seeing Tiana Taylor on like on like a hit single would be sick.
Right. Oof. I got. Okay. Last pick or
Your
my second to
penultimate
last.
pick.
All right. On the same vibes as singer rapper type songs.
Okay.
Would love to see this collab. I think they would make just pure art. Would be
Mm.
Solange and Kendrick
Ooh.
Lamar. Yo,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
I feel like that would be legendary.
They're kind of both on that like jazzy wave, like
Yeah.
they can dabble in that if that's where that
Mm-hmm.
track would be. Ooh,
Yeah.
that would be a sick pick. Yeah, or
I
that would
mean,
be a sick
she
feature.
she like I mean, she made a song with Playboy Cardi, like, which is crazy.
Wait. I do not remember this song.
Really?
Which song is it?
Listen to
Or
Alameda on When I Get Home, her album,
oh,
the
fuck.
Playboy Cardi
Yeah.
feature, and she made it work within her album. I don't like that's some I don't know. You got to be professional to
Bruh.
do that.
I haven't heard that album in so long. I need to go back and do that.
Yeah.
So, okay, there you go. Solange, great pick. Is it my it's my eighth and ninth pick or
Mm-hmm.
ninth and tenth? Oh, this is my last two picks.
Last two
Okay.
picks.
So, ninth pick. There's a lot of different ways I could spin it,
So
but
how about Coco Melon?
damn it. I was just setting it up. Why you gotta spoil the party, man?
Dan.
So fuck, who is the person I was just gonna pick? You know what? This is just gonna be again who I'd like to see. Let me get Denzel Curry in there.
Yo,
Came out with
bars.
a really,
Need some
really
bars.
fucking dope album recently. Love that album. And I think he's been working in the studio. Kendrick's been in the studio.
Mm-hmm,
Maybe
mm-hmm.
maybe it's happening. Maybe it's happening. And then my last pick, ladies and gentlemen, the Our Thoughts podcast, I feel like might have an interlude
Yo,
on there. I think we might drop a verse,
the
Book of
OTP
Genesis.
interlude. There you
And
go. The OTP interlude is when Piercy said Kendrick is dropping, and then
and then you
I
cried.
started crying. They're just gonna sample that.
Yeah, we are actually the big steppers, if you guys don't know. So
We are the steppers.
yes, we because we be stepping. So there you go. Our Thoughts podcast, I feel like might get a little interlude on there. Who knows? Who knows?
Okay, okay. For my last pick, y'all,
Last pick.
we're going hard. We are going through the roof.
Ooh.
Y'all ready for this?
Dun, 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 dun.
For my last pick on the fantasy new Kendrick album, we're going with Coco Melon. No.
Wow. No, that's a guaranteed win right there. Or you at least
No, no,
got
no.
Christian's vote. That's for sure.
I mean, that's for Christian, but let's be a little realistic. Our Thoughts podcast. We have a good chance of being on there. That's a realistic choice.
Yeah.
But someone that could be on this. Let's go. Frank Ocean.
Frank,
If you want to talk about realistic choices.
someone who hasn't dropped in like 30 years. Like
Right.
let's hope he comes back on someone else's out. That would be actually like an
That'd be
iconic
insane.
moment in the history. Like we've been talking about like them collabing, and it would be like something we don't understand in like
Right.
to like 40 years. That'd be the most incredible thing ever.
Okay, but my actual pick, we'll go with the man himself, the baby,
Kendrick Lamar. Oh,
the
I was gonna say.
baby car.
Oh, not even the baby himself, just the car.
Yeah, let's go.
You know what? If you hear like a vroom, knock that as a point for
Yeah,
Matt.
if you hear any car screeching or car sound effects, that's the baby car.
And if you hear a let's go, then that's like that
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
win.
I
Like that's
won.
plus 10. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
There you go. There's our
There.
our drafts.
yeah. Our predictions, our dream features, a little bit of both on who's gonna be on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. A cool thought I just had is imagine if like the Big Steppers are like a group of artists that we know. Like it's like imagine if it's like the Big Steppers are like Jay Electronica, J. Cole,
Mm-hmm.
Snoop, and
Could
Freddie
be.
Gibbs.
That
Like
could be
would
alluding to like a collab, like a shit ton of collabs.
yeah, like that wouldn't that be crazy if like he takes the biggest artists and just
Yeah.
makes them like background characters for Mr. Morale, like
Mhm.
the literally the background singers. Makes me think of what's that music video where like Kanye is like a dancer for do you remember that
I
one?
don't remember Kanye dancing.
Yeah, I don't know. It was good for you. I don't know why I saw it recently. But yeah, no, I don't know. That's just a cool little thought I had. But there you go. There you go. We'll see. Cesco is your Awaken My Love vinyl colored pressed. It is not. No,
Mm.
it is just the classic vinyl.
Nice.
Yeah, got it for like go on like what is it called? Merch bar,
Mhm.
vinyl bar, merch bar. That spot will get has deals on deals like every other week. So
Yo.
go check that out. But yeah, no, I think that's gonna do it for that segment. But as we wrap up here, Matt, what is in your rotation?
Ooh,
What are you listening to?
what am I listening to right now? Um, right now, I'm re-listening to Roadrunner, New Light, New Machine, the latest Brockhampton album. Little tangent about Brockhampton. This was supposed to be their last album, and it was advertised as such. And then they went to Coachella, and they're like, "Last Brockhampton album, 2022."
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
"What?" Like,
I'm back.
I'm
basically.
back. We're being canceled, but we're back. It's like, come on. But I've been in a Brockhampton mood, so I've been listening to that. Been listening to this album I sent you by Larry June, Adjust the Game.
Yeah.
This
really
dude, yeah, he's like, I described him to you as like the Bay Area Freddie Gibbs. He's pretty dope. And then lastly, I've been listening to the playlist you sent me, the Batman Just Like Me for Real,
Yeah.
was just all angsty rock
Bangers.
Yeah, it's just kind of the best playlist if you
Ever.
want to just get into that mood. Like you watch Batman and you're just like, I want to stay like miserable, and then you just put this on, you're like, yeah, and just brood in the corner
Oh
listening
my God.
to the Smiths or something. To
Yeah,
Nirvana.
my voice definitely dropped a couple octaves listening to that one. Just yeah, hey, thanks, mom. Like, thanks for dinner.
What's for dinner? Mentions.
Make your bed, Cesco. I don't care what happens to me.
Have you seen those guys on TikTok who like recreate? It's like this dude dressed up as like Batman, and he'll like catch people doing like really like minor like like parking in a handicapped or something.
Oh my God.
He's just like, "Are you handicapped?" He's like, "No, no, no, no." And it's like, "Well, you're about to be." And then he just like breaks his legs.
that talk. Like,
Or he's like,
Jesus
did
Christ.
your dog just shit on the lawn without you picking it up?" And then he'll like take the shit and like rub it in his face and like
No. Wait, is it like, is this for real or is this just like
it's like a
a
skit.
skit?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
I
it's
thought
just
this
hella
was
funny.
fucking like. I thought this was like like those prank like
No,
live footage of.
They like they film it so it looks like he's like beating the shit out of the same dude who keeps like
oh my
breaking the law.
God.
He
That's
doesn't
good.
put
You
his
gotta-
shopping cart back, and then he just like breaks his arms.
If you come across one of those, you gotta send one to me because I have not seen
Yeah,
those,
they're so funny.
bro. That's good. That's good. Curry says here the Smiths are pretty good though. I don't
Yeah.
know. They're pretty good. I've heard they're like overhyped now.
I
I
like
don't know.
I like radio. I've been getting into Radiohead a lot actually. Um,
Yeah.
just that like angsty white Midwest music that I haven't checked
Yeah.
out ever. I'm like
Me
coming around
neither.
to it.
I'm on
Um,
that too. Yeah.
and there's some bangers in there. Duster, I think that's the name of the artist. Um, yeah, just pure like lo-fi angsty indie rock.
Man, you've been in a. I guess you've been in a mood lately, huh?
Yeah, apparently.
Shit,
Apparently.
man. Yeah. Well, I've been listening to. I found this artist recently, Grant Perez. One word. He has this album,
Brent
Conversations with the Moon.
Brent Fias?
Brent Faiyaz, yeah, it's really like
Brent
I don't know
Ferez?
if you guys heard of him. But funny enough, he makes like the complete opposite of what Brent Faiyaz makes.
Oh.
Like Brent is like this like, super toxic, I'll fuck your girl, whatever. This is like very like lovey-dovey, like like acoustic music. So I've been listening to that. Cherry Wine is like one of the best songs I've ever heard. I've also been going back to like Jeff
Nice.
Burnett's music, like he's like his album Afterwards is a good one. He also put out like
Mm-hmm.
an acoustic remastered version of his like debut album,
Mm.
a Gentleman Approach. And man, I love that album so much. So seeing it like a new version of it kind of sparked that nostalgia in me.
Mm.
um yeah, I actually listened to that album, A Gentleman's Approach, for the first time in 2017. So again, around that area of Funk Wave Bounces Volume 1.
Nice.
Damn. So this was a nice little throwback. And yeah, I don't know. I've also been listening to just like a lot of like 80s music, like
Nice.
or like that vibe, like Depeche Mode, Spandau Ballet, Chicago, some Bee Gees. I have like a little playlist that is full of that. So that's all I've been. It's like a playlist of like songs my dad put me onto. So I've just been kind of like vibing to that lately. Um, Kay says here, Duster's new album is super good. What kind of vibe is that? What kind of music is that?
Well, Duster is the one I described as well. Their album that I was listening to, Stratosphere, is like I had this thought on my mind where I was like, I feel like genres should now include like what location the best, or like setting is the best to listen to the album. So
Yeah.
like, or like, at least when you describe an album. So I was like, how would I describe this album I'm listening? It was when I was listening to Stratosphere by Duster, and I was like, this is
Mhm.
like rainy day lo-fi, like as if you're listening to it through like a tape recorder, indie rock
Wow.
vibes. And so that's kind of the vibe that they're on. And I didn't even know they had a new album. And oh wait, it dropped literally like this month. So I'm gonna check
Really?
it out. It's called Together. It looks just as vibey and and angsty
And
as the
angsty.
other albums of this genre. So I'll check it out.
Damn. Okay. I'm on that. I'm starting to get into that wave too. So I might have to check that out. Duster. Christian says here, Thriller and Off the Wall, 80s summer vibe music, Van Halen, 1984. Okay. I see you've
Okay.
been delving back. But yeah, there you go. That's
Dope.
what's been on our rotation. And that is another edition of this Our Thoughts Live.
Yes, sir.
We are still right in the high of Kendrick Lamar's album announcement. Matt, anything you want to say? Anything you want to tell the folks that tuned in?
No, we'll see what if we get any new leads on any new singles for Mr. Kendrick Lamar. New Pusha T album coming out tonight. Gonna
Oh,
check
that's gonna
that
be a
out.
listen for sure. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah, definitely gonna check that out. But other than that, appreciate you guys for coming through. Thank you for everyone who donated. Thank you for all the new subscribers that we got on live, which we usually don't see.
I know.
So cool to see new people joining the family. And
Also,
yeah, go
oh,
ahead. I was about to say it, but take it
oh,
over.
my bad. I just dunked on you.
You're like,
On you saying,
also, shut the fuck up.
yeah,
Let me
yeah.
talk.
None of this shit matters. Um, no, but thank you guys for helping us get to 1 million total views on this
Yes.
channel. Crazy. I just got the notification today, even though we passed it 5 days ago. But
Hmm.
yeah, all of our videos in total have gotten to a million. So thank you guys. We got to a milli. Hopefully many
Our
more.
first M.
Our first M. Can't wait. The next landmark I'm like really excited to hear is when that After Hours Explained video gets to a milli. That's gonna
Right.
be really dope. I feel like we're at like 640K, so still got a ways to go. But I feel like by the time we get to Afterlife, I think
Yeah.
I think we'll be nearing that area. So yeah, just more blessings, more life. I don't know why I turned into Drake giving like a speech there for a second,
Amen.
but amen, brother.
It's
It's,
life.
yo, if you're having a good time, put one finger in the air, tell someone you love them.
It's Drizzy.
And it's
More
Drizzy.
life. Remember he used to do that?
One,
Uh, Snoop Dogg or Lil Wayne. That's like how he
uh,
used to rap.
yeah. Oh my God, man, that's a throwback. Anyways, we will see you guys next week on the next edition of Our Thoughts Live. And without further ado,
Yes, sir.
play the damn music.
Peace out, y'all.